communities can be decisive.
What's causing the shift?
Well, look, some people try to find specific policies. I don't think it has to do with any one specific policy. I think it has to do with the way each party is connecting culturally or not with the Hispanic community. And I tell people, put yourselves in the position of someone who came to this country, let's say from Central America 15 years ago. Now they can vote for the first time. They fled violence, they fled poverty, the worst conditions imaginable. They come to this country and they hear Republicans saying this is the greatest country in the world. Everyone can thrive here. Everyone has a fair shot. And they hear the left, the far left mostly, saying this country is deeply flawed. This is a country that's unfair, that doesn't treat people right. For a lot of Hispanic immigrants, it's hard to understand that messaging from the left, and I think that has pushed them away from the Democratic Party toward the Republican Party, and the repercussions of that are huge. Because Democrats said for years, demographics is destiny, right? As the Latino community grows, we'll do better. That's being challenged now in a very obvious way.
Well, Rev, there's something that you've said also, and you always talk about latte liberals, but you talk about wokeism, and you say a lot of white woke activists, they talk a lot about helping people of color, talk a lot about going into the communities, but sometimes you suggest they're in an ivory tower and aren't really reaching the very voters that need to be persuaded.
They talk for people they don't talk to. And as I'm listening to Carlos, in the black community, yes, we deal with inequality. Yes, we feel that there's a lot of unfairness. But we're fighting because we feel invested in the country and we want the country to work for us. We don't want to tear the country down. And many of these so-called woke people want to tear the country down. You go to South Carolina, Georgia, the average black has people in their family that's been in the military and in the police department. So you're talking to yourself. And even in the northern urban places, we were all raised by Southern parents who were there.
Right.
They want the country to work for them equally. They don't want to tear the country apart. And I think those that are privileged can afford to sit there and be all analytical with detached because they know they're going to be all right. Those of us that are really trying to fight our way up in this country want to make the country work because there's nobody that left a trust fund for us.